RG3, Robert Griffin, third, he gets the donkey of the day. He gets the donkey of the day for the reason that he felt the need to have to protect Caitlin Clark. And he gave some unserved comments about Angel Reese after Caitlin Clark flagrant foul on Angel Reese. Well, we're going to unpack all that here next, here, Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Guys, I really don't know what it is. I don't know what this disdain, hate that a lot of people have for Angel Reese. And it was on full display yesterday after the Indiana Fever mollywopped the Chicago Sky in Chicago Sky's opener and Indiana Fever's home opener. Now, we know that the Indiana Fever went on to beat the Chicago Sky by 35. Caitlin Clark put in a triple-double. Angel Reese had a double-double with 12 points, 17 rebounds. Now, there was a particular play that happened in the third quarter when the Indiana Fever was up 14 points, and it was involved with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Now, when you're on the basketball court, you know, the temperatures and your mindset is different, and you're out there in the battle lines and you're doing everything to win, and things can get heated. And that's why a lot of people say they leave everything on the basketball court, and when they're on the basketball court, they're out there trying to compete and they're out there battling. You know, there's no friendships when you're on that basketball court in any sport. Football, baseball, there's no friendships. That's the way it's supposed to be. But off the court, it's a different thing. But yesterday, there was a flagrant foul that took place on Angel Reese, and it was committed by Caitlin Clark. Now, Angel Reese was knocked down to the ground. A lot of people said Angel Reese flopped. That wasn't a flop. Angel Reese got knocked down to the ground. There's different angles of the flagrant foul that Caitlin Clark committed on her. And there's one angle that you can see clearly that Caitlin Clark, after she tried to wrap her up, she shoved her to the ground. Angel Reese bounced up with a response that any other athlete in basketball, when a flagrant foul happens to them, they jump up and they go after the corporate that commits the flagrant foul. So RG3 made it his personal business to go on X and to say some blasphemy in his tweet. And it really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. A lot of people always called RG3 a coon. I've never had a problem with RG3, but RG3, that's why RG3 don't have a job now on air. He was fired from ESPN because of some of the clown remarks and the clown takes that he stated. And, you know, a lot of people did not like some of the things that RG3 says, and a lot of things that comes out of RG3 mouth is diabolical. And he was removed from ESPN. He got mad at Stephen A. Smith because Stephen A. Smith didn't protect him and try to vouch for him to keep him around at ESPN. So yesterday after the game, RG3 went to his Twitter X and he said some things, and people lit RG3 a new asshole. But before we get off into that tweet, right now, I'm at 17,296 subscribers, on my way to 17,300. And if you're new to the platform, this is your first time coming across any of these videos, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops a hot banger. And with the support of you guys, we can get there. Now let's dive off into what RG3 said. RG3 said, after watching Caitlin Clark's flagrant foul on Angel Reese in the aftermath, there is no way Angel Reese can continue to lie that she doesn't dislike Caitlin Clark. I know what hatred looks like. Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. not some basketball rivalry hate either. Hate. Somebody commented on there, Stop Cop City said, not merely a bad take given who you are, it's journalistic malpractice, even if it's just a tweet. If you missed last year, you know there is a sizable racist, delusional Caitlin Clark mob that has produced endless hate and death threats to Angel, and you are pouring gasoline on all that, feeding the monster. So basically, Stop City has called him out, and he said that RG3 is basically part of the Caitlin Clark mob. Now, let's take a look at the flagrant foul that happened, and let's look at Angel Reese's reaction, and then we'll dive off into what made RG3 say what he had to say. So let's take a look. Push to the ground. So there you have it, man. That's the foul that's in question and made RG3 have to go to Twitter X and have to protect Caitlin Clark over this matter. In any situation you get flagrant foul, I don't care if it was Caitlin Clark, I don't care who it was. Angel Reese would have responded to anybody in that same matter. So I don't care what RG3 says. Like the Cop City guy said, he's pouring gasoline on something, and RG3 gets the donkey of the day. For you to go out here and continue to pour gasoline on a fire that we're trying to put out, and then you go to your podcast early this morning and do a podcast on trying to say Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, and you keep on pushing this narrative. Everybody is flaming RG3. Everybody's trying to cancel RG3, and rightfully so. We're talking basketball. This is just a natural reaction. You get fouled hard, you jump up, and you're going to get in the culprit's face, and then they continue to play basketball, let the refs go to the monitor. The play was upgraded to a flagrant foul, which it should have been. And, you know, a lot of people said that Caitlin Clark had no business doing that. And, you know, what pisses me off about the whole situation is that RG3 made it seem like this is just a incident that's going to happen every time that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, you know, play basketball against each other, that Angel Reese is going to do something in this magnitude to basically show RG3 the reason that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. There's no hate there. They're basketball players. They just have a competitive spirit about each other. There's no hate involved when they're on that basketball court. They all respect each other's game. They respect each other as a human being. And for Robert Griffin III, the coon and clown that he is, to come out and keep on with this narrative about Angel Reese is hating Caitlin Clark is downright diabolical, and it's asinine. And that's why that tweet that he had has over 2 million engagements on it, and everything that people are saying to RG3 is flaming his ass. And a lot of people say, look who RG3 is married to. RG3 is not down with the black culture. RG3 is playing the other side. That's why he felt the right to have to protect Caitlin Clark in this matter, where he should have left things alone. A lot of people said, RG3, you don't keep that same energy. Where was you in defense of Kennedy Carter last year when she hit Caitlin Clark? You didn't come to the defense of Kennedy Carter, but now it's one of your people getting attacked, and you come to the defense of the person on the other side, saying that it's some disdain, hate from Angel Reese toward Caitlin Clark. Come on, RG3, you get the donkey of the day in my Charlemagne the God voice. You get the donkey of the day, man. What you just did is diabolical, and you tried to spin the whole flagrant foul and pin it on Angel Reese. Now, you can say Caitlin Clark hates Angel Reese. Why did she have to foul Angel Reese the way she fouled her? You didn't say that. You didn't put it. You didn't spin that narrative right there. Why didn't you spin that narrative? You're up 14, and you still gonna try to hard foul somebody from not getting 2 points. Man, concede to the 2 points and move on. We never would be here if that wouldn't happen. This was all started because of Caitlin Clark, but you want to defend her. I see everybody in the comments section. #salute. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball Dropping drops another hot banger. And just in case I forgot, tell a friend to tell a friend. It might not be for you, but it might be for them. And that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.